Hi everyone, travel addict guy here. I'm at the Plaza Merced right now, and they're having this protest here, and it's starting right now. You can see behind me, and they are protesting for, they are called the Policias for Liberty, and that's what they are doing. And they're protesting the restrictions that are destroying the economy and destroying the businesses and are taking away the freedoms of the Spanish people. So that's what I'm here to report on today. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can try to talk to some of these people. I'm gonna maybe listen in and see what they're saying. So come with me. I'm gonna take a look at this protest that they're having here in Malaga.
Estamos luchando por la libertad, que llevamos un año con virus. Esto nunca se va a quitar. O lo cogemos o nos curamos.
So this one behind me says it's not a pandemic, it is a genocidal plan. That's what the sign says behind me. I'm here with the man here that supports this protest. And what is your name, sir?
Alejandro.
Alejandro, okay. And can you tell me a little bit about this? What is this all about, Alejandro?
Well, this is a demonstration organized by Policias por Libertad,
Okay.
Police for Freedom.
What is happening now is a lot of these businesses I did a report on this, that they're closing all around the plaza, all around town because of the harsh restrictions. So is that what you're protesting about, to try to save some of these businesses?
Yeah, but not only that, it's the government forcing people to wear masks.
To wear the mask as well, okay.
The vaccines.
The vaccine,
yeah.
okay. You don't have, do you have confidence in this vaccine? I know they're rolling it out soon.
I have confidence in vaccines in general,
Okay.
but in this case, I think they have been developing it so fast
very
without
quickly.
enough controls. In my case, I'm not going to take it. Yeah, not
Now,
at all.
do you think the government is going to force everyone to take this vaccine, or it's going to be?
I'm not sure, because maybe they don't need it. They don't need to force people even, because maybe they can just tell people, hey, if you don't have the vaccine,
Okay.
we don't give you like a card for using public transport or
okay,
whatever.
okay.
They force you in other ways.
Yeah. It may prohibit you from traveling.
In some places of Spain, in some regions,
Okay.
they are talking about
You can tell me in Spanish, don't worry.
multa.
A fine, pay a
Yeah,
fine.
exactly.
Okay, so pay a fine if you don't have the vaccination.
Exactly.
Okay.
3,000 euros, I think it was the amount
so
of
that's
money.
what they're going to do. Okay, so if you don't get the vaccine, they're going to charge 3,000 euro fine.
Yeah, but I don't think, honestly, I don't think they are going to do it that way. I
Okay.
think they are going to do it in the other way, in the much more subtle way, like
More subtle way, okay?
yeah, not allowing you to use certain public services if you don't have the vaccine or whatever.
You see a lot of businesses have closed
Yeah.
here because of all the harsh restrictions. And
Yeah,
do you have any thoughts about that the economy, how the economy has been affected badly by all these restrictions and locking down and not allowing tourists to come in right now?
The businesses that are being affected the most are the pubs and the restaurants.
For sure.
All the businesses that have a life during the night.
Right.
And they are suffering a lot.
And the virus, from my understanding, is pretty much under control right now. We don't have too many cases, and I mean, why don't they allow these businesses to have like outdoor seating, for instance? They could have that. They could allow that, right?
I cannot understand, because the point here is that, well, you are the government, you can force me to close my business,
Okay.
but hey, you have to give me something
Yeah.
in exchange.
And they're not giving any help. That's a good point. That's a very good point you're
It's
making.
like an expropriation. You cannot take the things
From me.
Yeah, from somebody and don't pay for it.
I understand your point. Very good point you're making.
In this case, the government is not earning anything by closing the restaurants and so.
Okay.
But hey, you cannot force people to starve.
It's something they can do if they want to support Spain, they want to support your cause, for instance. Can they visit your website? Can they make a donation? What can they do?
Can I tell you something? Actually, right now, it's going, what they're doing right now with Spain is fucking bullshit. Just like what they do.
And what is your name, sir?
My name is Oscar.
Okay.
I am from California.
You're from California,
Yeah.
okay.
But at the same time, I'm a Latino. You can see my face.
Yeah.
Thank
no
you.
problem, yeah.
And what they're doing is just fucking, they're bullshitting with everything.
Right. Well,
And
we have a
everybody-
lot of this going on in U.S. as well now. They're
Oh,
shutting down.
give me a break.
Yeah,
we're talking
California
about
is
Trump.
going into a
Yeah, I
lockdown
know.
right
We're
now.
talking about Trump and about bullshit like that, or about China right now. China has all the money in the world,
Right.
basically, and I can tell you, like, if you don't actually talk, then who will have the voice for you?
Uh-huh.
And that's all you have to do. Just
So
show
why are you
your
you
voice.
supporting this group here? What do you like about this group?
Because they're talking with the right, everything.
Okay.
Everything.
And do you work here in Spain? You're working here? You have a
Yeah, I
business,
live
something
here.
like that?
I'm actually Spanish.
Okay,
I
very
have
good.
double nationality, so I'm actually Spanish.
And what do you think the government should do to help everyone right now? Is there something they can do? Send money? Is there something
There's
they can
no
do?
money.
Okay.
Everything is closed.
Right.
The rich are being richer and the poor
Or being poor, exactly.
Yeah,
What I'm saying is,
that's
should the government compensate you right now because you can't work, for instance? Should they send everyone a check? Should they do some help like that? Should they send food to people? I don't know. Is there something the government should be doing that they're
I'm gonna
not?
tell you something really good. They should freaking be in these. Look at these boots.
Uh-huh.
These boots are made for walking,
Okay.
and that's what I'll do. So like basically just like be in these boots. You have no idea what.
So you're gonna walk today in this march. There's a
Of
march
course.
coming?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. And you're gonna show your solidarity for these people and for the Spanish people, right?
How you doing? Of course, yes.
Very good. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Okay, thank you. We got that. Okay, thank you, Oscar.
Oscar.
Okay, thank you.
Ex-model from fucking California.
Ah, very cool. Okay,
Take
very
care.
Cool. Say hi to everyone in California. Thank you.
¿Son necesarias asegurar las vacunas? ¡No! ¿Y han sido probadas científicamente por su administración? ¡No! No son necesarias.
They're talking about the vaccines now, and they're saying that they don't want the vaccine, and they're saying it's not necessary. That's what the woman is talking about right now.
Y libertad para su aplicación sin coacciones ni presiones. De ningún tipo. De ninguna manera la vacuna debe ser obligatoria. No se puede dictar órdenes de obligado cumplimiento en contra de la voluntad y de la salud de las personas. Que conculcaría
So
la
there's
ley
some
que
police
autoriza
here,
al
but
paciente.
everything seems to be quiet, and everyone is having a peaceful protest. It's very, very nice. It was very nice to talk to that man about everything that was going on. And this woman behind me is talking about the vaccine, and she's saying that it's against human rights. It should not be forced on you, and it should not be an obligation to take a vaccine that's not proven. That's what they're talking about now, and people are applauding that.
I knew about this demonstration here, and I want to enjoy because I think they are defending something that is legit.
Uh-huh.
And I am joining with my own message too that has to do very much with the freedom,
Yeah.
which is something that we don't have in Spain, and it's the real cause that allows politicians to do this kind of things that are not in the way of defending our rights, and so is that we don't have separation of powers.
And let me ask you this: a lot of people have been saying that the economy is really bad right now in Spain. How bad is the economy? Is it people are having trouble finding food, jobs? How bad is the economy?
Currently, we are not like Venezuela or whatever,
Okay.
but we are going very fast towards that point.
Yeah.
And currently, you can see in certain points of Malaga, for example, that where they deliver food for people that cannot afford it,
Okay.
and the rows are
Tag.
longer and longer
Longer
every
all the
day.
time. Okay. A lot of people waiting to get food, to get donations, things
Exactly.
like that. Understand.
And the economy in general in Spain is green.
Yeah.
We are completely green, but not now. Since
Since the tourists, no tourism.
several
no.
years ago,
Yeah.
we are surviving thanks to the debt. European bank.
The European Bank has lent money to Spain.
Exactly.
Okay.
Otherwise, we would be dead already.
Okay.
Really.
Antes de comentaros una casilla, os quiero pedir por favor que os separéis un poquito más. Queremos libertad, ¿verdad? Todos nosotros queremos libertad. ¡Libres! ¡Somos libres!
everyone is chanting "Somos libres," which means that we are free. Everyone is free. So that's what they're saying now.
No es ninguna broma lo de llevar una mascarilla. No es un juego. Y os garantizo de primera mano que están vendidos igual que todos vosotros.
Hello, I'm here with a young woman, part of this protest. And what is her name?
My name is Emmy.
Emmy. Okay. Why are you here? What are you protesting about?
I'm here because I believe that we're free and we don't need to wear these masks.
Okay.
We're just free to be who we want to be without everyone restricting us and without everyone telling us who and how we have to live.
Very good. Okay, thank you. And do you think these masks are harming us, or you think?
Definitely.
Okay. You think we're better off without them?
Yes, definitely. We can't breathe with these masks on. We're breathing in our own dioxide, carbon dioxide.
Right? Yes.
And constantly breathing it in, and it's going to give us headaches, dizziness, everything.
Are you a Spanish Muslim?
I'm Dutch. I've lived in Spain my whole life.
Okay, very nice. I have a lot of people that follow my channel that are foreigners, and some people from Netherlands as well. So I want to say hi to them. And what do you work in Spain currently? Are you being affected by these quarantines and these lockdowns?
And kind of, because I work actually in South America. I work with natural medicines in the jungle, so my traveling plans are changed very much.
So you can't travel right now?
Exactly, yeah.
That's quite interesting. I lived in Chile for a little over 3 years.
Okay.
Is there anything else you wanted to say about the situation here? What do you think? What do you think should happen next?
I think everyone should wake up slowly. Slowly but surely everyone will start to wake up. And yeah, I'm just sending all of my love out to everyone, and let's always stay positive.
Thank you so much. Would you like to share any of your information, your website or something, your Instagram, or
my Instagram is Emmy Morris.
Okay.
19. So.
Emmy Morris 19. Okay, very nice. Thank you so much, Emmy.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The sign said to fine the people for breathing is against the Constitution. Know your rights. Very, very interesting signs here. Okay, so I'm having a conversation as well with Alejandro. He's a very nice guy and he knows a lot about politics. And he's telling me that this rally is not political, so that's very, very good. I think that's good, that it's just supporting everyone in Spain. And we were talking about the president, and he's telling me things about the president, about Pedro Sanchez, that I did not know. And you were telling me that he has basically ultimate power here in Spain. He can do anything he wants.
Yeah, but not only Pedro Sanchez.
Okay.
Any president here in Spain since 40 years ago has absolute power for doing anything he wants.
Okay, this was after the after Franco.
Exactly.
Okay.
Here, the president can make laws.
Okay, so it doesn't need approval like in America.
It needs approval, but the approval is already booked.
Okay. Okay.
In advance, because here, when we're going to vote in an election, general election, because we don't have here presidential elections and legislative elections.
Right.
We have only one election.
Okay.
And then when you go to the electoral college, you take a list of politicians from every party.
Okay.
So who is in that list? The people that do whatever the president of that party wants.
Okay, I see.
So when all the
basically Pedro Sanchez, he's controlling everything. He is making all the rules. He can do whatever he likes. Okay.
Exactly. The same did Rajoy. The same did Aznar, Felipe González, y Adolfo Suárez.
Okay, very good. So is that something?
The system is the same.
Is this something that you think should be changed? Then you think that this is a flaw in the system?
Sure.
And that's what you're talking about there?
Yeah, this is very similar to what you have in the United States.
Okay.
That's what we want here.
Separation of power, I see, okay.
Yeah, we want to choose the president directly. We want to choose our representative directly.
Okay, very nice.
We cannot do it right now. It's impossible.
Okay.
We have never chosen a president.
Okay, so this is separazione dei poderi, which means like separation of powers. Very, very nice. Okay. Nice.
Choosing the person.
And electing the president of the government without a list of the party. Okay, very, very nice. Constitutional liberty. Okay, very nice.
And what we want is to make a new constitution to make the separation of powers effective. Because
so you are protesting a lot of things here.
Exactly, but everything has to do with the same, which is liberty or freedom. I don't know what the word.
Yes, both similar. Yes, both similar meaning. Yes.
What they are talking about is about the causes. No, sorry, about the consequences.
Okay.
And we are talking here about the causes.
Very nice.
what's the cause of those consequences?
Understand.
It's the same, but in a different perspective.
Okay, very good. I think I support your cause, my friend. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. And glad we can let everyone else know about that. And I've actually learned a lot from Alejandro here about how the government works in Spain.
We have a website. It is in Spanish, but you can translate easily, which is Por la Libertad.
For la Libertad. Okay, so
for freedom.
for freedom or for liberty, yes.
Por la Libertad.
Por la Libertad.
.com.
.com. Okay.
Le pregunte a un psicólogo, que no le pregunte a sus padres. Yo sé que mienten. Se quitan las mascarillas en el colegio, guarrean, tocan todo. Es brutal, yo lo he visto. No digo porque lo vivo, pero sí.
You can see there's some people behind me that are not wearing the mask. I've been walking through the crowd and I can see there are some people that do not have it on, so they're obviously doing a protest there. I'm wearing the mask. There's a lot of police around. There's probably at least a dozen I saw, and they're just standing around. They're just watching it right now, but she is warning the crowd that you can be fined. You have to maintain the social distancing and you have to wear a mask, or you're actually breaking the law and they can fine you. So she's warning the people as well about that. And she was just talking about the children and making them wear the mask at school. She thinks it's a bad idea. I couldn't hear all of it, but it's against human rights, and to make them take the vaccine, that is the plan, to vaccinate the children. She does not believe it's trustworthy. That's what my understanding was. So that is what she's talking about, and the crowd seems to be very much in approval of that. So it looks like they're going to start marching around the city right now with the signs. That's what it looks like. They're setting up now. Looks like she's telling the people to line up in a certain order, and they're going to try to march around the city, I guess, take the message around the city to everyone. So it's quite interesting there. Maybe I'll try to follow them around and see how this goes. So you can see behind me they started to march, and since they've done that, a lot more people coming now to join the march, and there's quite a few people. Wow, I'd say there's at least several hundred now, if not 1,000. A lot of people now coming, and a lot more people coming since they started to march up the street now. A lot of people in support of this march, this protest. And this man was telling me that this woman is from Madrid, and she had formed some of these protests in Madrid and Valencia as well, and in Barcelona, I believe, as well.
Queremos trabajar.
So here we are in the plaza next to the Teatro Romano. We're in the plaza here, and they were just speaking again, and there's a large presence here, and this one woman, she gave very impassioned speech. A woman there that was protesting, they gave the microphone to her, and she was saying that she wants to work, and we need to work. Something like that. We have to work because we're not being allowed to work. And they started to chant, no se toquen los niños, so don't touch the children. That's what they were shouting, and they were chanting that. So they don't want the children to be touched. I guess with the vaccine, that's what they're talking about. So they are very much against that. I'm here with a couple people, and I heard them speaking English. They said they would talk with me. So what are your names?
My name's Larry.
Larry, hello.
Hi, it's Peter.
Okay.
And Chris.
Okay.
And Karen. Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
And Nina.
And a dog.
And we have a dog here. Very nice. And where are you from, sir?
I'm from London.
London. Oh, okay, very nice. I have a lot of followers from England, so very, very nice. And what do you think of this whole situation? Why are you here protesting today?
Okay, because it's not really a pandemic. It's a load of nonsense.
Okay.
The PCR test wasn't intended for this. It's also a load of nonsense. There's the same number of people dying this year as there were last year and the year before that, so that's also a load of nonsense.
Okay.
This is just to frighten. Yeah, it's a hoax. The idea is to frighten people, and it works. People are so scared, scared. It's incredible.
Okay.
I didn't think I would ever see people so frightened.
Yes, it's true. A lot of people are scared right now.
Yeah.
So I see you're not wearing a mask, so you're defying the mask order.
Oh, am I? Oh, dear. It's just I wanted his mask. Look, he's got it. Show it off, look.
Yeah.
Do you get that on the camera? 1980. We got the dates right.
But very nice. The police seem to be allowing it to go on, the protest, so they're not, they're letting...
They're also on our side.
They're on your side as well, okay.
Yes, we're all together in this.
We haven't seen any.
Fed up.
Yeah, we haven't seen any police on the road for weeks now.
Okay. Oh, that's very interesting information.
Yeah, and
because I haven't really been out of Malaga. I've been stuck here and haven't been able to travel much because of the travel regulation.
Yeah. Well, we got to go back quite a way. Yeah, let's incriminate ourselves. We're not from.
We don't have to say. Don't say where you're from. There, we don't want to know.
We come from London.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep up with the group then. You're with them, so we'll walk along there.
So where are you from?
I'm from America.
All right. Okay. We've got a Yank here as well.
I'm just reporting on this, so that's why I have the mask on, because you know I'm making a video, so I don't want to be stopped by the police. Okay, so you're telling me this woman that's speaking now, she's a police woman. That's what you're saying. Okay, and she's not afraid to speak.
Okay. For freedom.
Ah, okay, so it is policia. Okay, I thought it was policy in English. Okay, so it's actually police.
For freedom. Then you have doctors for the truth.
Okay.
Mothers for the truth.
Wow, I got that wrong. I thought it was policies, because I was thinking policia policy. Okay.
Policies with a Z.
They are police, and they are. They formed this group.
But the name of the group is police in English.
Policias por la Libertad. For freedom.
Okay. Wow.
So, and because we're all in this together.
So I've been doing some reports about all the business closures here, and how they've been negatively affected, and that's what I've been reporting on.
Yeah.
Not just negatively. I mean, most people are going out.
No, a lot of people are completely out of business. I completely agree.
But that's the whole plan. If you look at the program of the World Economic Forum, that's their idea is Agenda 21. Yeah, they want to close down small businesses. You'll notice who's doing well. The Chinese economy is going up 5%. They're back in this. And
the Chinese are basically like nothing's like everything's back to normal in China.
Yeah, well, it's not really the Chinese, it's the Communist Party of China.
It's a communist country anyway.
Well, the whole program is to put the small and medium-sized businesses out. Okay. So you only got the big corporations existing together with the Chinese Communist Party corporations.
So who is behind all this then?
Okay, so you don't really know, but obviously names like Schwab, Rothschild, Rockefeller, Bill Gates, but they're not the real top guys. They're just gophers. They're puppets.
Okay.
There's some other entity behind this, I'm sure.
UN.
The UN's in with it as well. I mean, if you look at that guy from Ethiopia, the World Health Organization, I mean, he's just a thug in his own country. He's got no medical knowledge whatsoever, apart from maybe whatever.
So what do you think about the vaccine? You obviously don't like the mask. What do you think about the vaccine?
I don't want to be genetically modified.
No, I don't want to be genetically modified either.
Or killed.
Yeah, I mean, it's stupid. You cannot produce a vaccine in 10 months.
Okay.
And obviously it hasn't been tested, so they're testing it out on the population. If people are that stupid, I mean, I'm not opposed to anybody injecting anything, heroin, vaccines, or gin and tonic, but I mean, they're mad. They're absolutely mad.
They have never been able to isolate the virus, so how can you make a vaccine if you have not been able to isolate the virus?
Okay.
A question. And the RNA is not a vaccine, it's just a manipulation of our DNA.
Wow. So what do you think the main goal is then? If it's not to vaccinate the people, what are they trying to accomplish?
It's all about control. It's as simple as that. They want us with a nano chip inside us. They can follow us around and control every movement that we make and everything we do.
Okay.
They're one step ahead of us in China. We will be like that soon, and if we don't stand up, it will go worse.
Okay, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. They're here being part of the protest. Some British people. The guy was from London, gave me a nice little interview there and why he's doing this. And now we're up on Larios Street. They've come all the way up to Larios. So that's where we are now. They're gonna go up Larios. So very, very interesting protest today. And everything is very, very peaceful. So I have to say that, very, very good. Some people are breaking the rules, and that's what they're protesting. So makes sense, logical. They are chanting again, queremos trabajar, and that means we want to work. We want to work. That's what they're chanting. So they want to get back to work, obviously. Saying no queremos esta dictadura, which means they don't want a dictatorship. They don't want this dictatorship over them right now. Very, very interesting march today here in Malaga. So here we are now in the Plaza de la Constitucion, and I followed this whole march all the way from the beginning, from the Plaza Merced. So I think this is the end of it here. They have a few people speaking, and they are going to finish here, and they walk all the way up Larios. I'm here with Henna Maria, and she has a YouTube channel. What are your thoughts about this, Henna?
Yeah, so we're marching together with the police, which I think is absolutely extraordinary.
Okay.
Because, you know, the restrictions that are taking place are actually against the Constitution.
Okay.
In all the countries, especially here in Spain, as they have very particularly highlighted certain rights, like, for example, the right to move freely within Spanish territory, the right to work freely, and it even says that the public officials actually have duty to protect and guarantee the right to work. And of course, this is not happening at all. So there's lots of small businesses that are falling, you know, shops, restaurants, hotels that are suffering like enormous financial damage right now.
Okay.
And so these police have come together and created this organization called Police for Freedom, Policias for Libertad.
Yes.
And they are defending the Constitution. They are
very cool. This is the police. I wasn't even aware of that because I was translating this policy. I was confused because I didn't think the police would be involved in this myself.
Yeah. Well, there are
because the police are normally writing the fines and things like that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, these are police officers who are saying that it's unethical and it's against their work ethics to have to write fines.
Okay.
You know, for peaceful, healthy people. They have now branded healthy people as asymptomatic people.
Wow.
And so it's like a curse that will never be taken away if we actually accept that. Because if we accept that we're all asymptomatic carriers of a deadly virus now, then when is it ever going to end?
Now, can you tell me a little...
Are we going to have to wear a mask for the rest of our lives?
No.
You know?
That's a great point. That's a great point. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? We were talking off camera. You said you were from Finland, I believe.
Yeah, I'm from Finland, but I haven't lived there for 8 years. I lived as a kind of nomadic person for 5 years in South America, and in London, and now here in Spain.
Nice. I lived in Chile myself for a few years.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Chile's beautiful. I've been there in the desert.
Atacama.
Yeah.
I lived in near Valparaiso.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I was living in Viña del Mar.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Well, very nice to meet you. And why don't you mention your channel again? It's
yes, Henna Maria is my channel, but then also I have the channel for the organization, which is Dawn of Peace.
Dawn of Peace. And
so
what
that's
is it?
where I have my activism.
And what is that about?
So that's about human rights, animal rights. It's about sovereignty, medical freedom, just liberty.
Very, very cool. Thank you so much for talking with me today.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you. Looks like that woman I was talking to, she's being stopped by the police. She wasn't wearing a mask, so they're questioning her now. Hope she's not in trouble. Wow. So that woman I was interviewing, seems like she's getting a fine now. The police surrounded her and the man she was with that was filming, and they're stopping her and giving her a fine, it looks like. They were detaining her. And the man is pulling out a book. Looks like he's fining her now. You have a whole group of police there, and they've surrounded that woman, and there was a few people standing with her, and then the crowd started to get involved because she was getting a ticket from the police, and there's still about 5 or 6 policemen, and they were standing around her, and so I'm not sure what is going on, but they were definitely giving a fine to her, and there's a lot of other people without the mask, so they singled her out, I guess because she was making a video. So sorry to see that. But that's my report here from Malaga. That's what's going on here now. So, we'll see you in the next video. Travel Addict Guy. Take care, everyone.